Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Sleek here today for episode 9 of the Madden XFL 20 franchise series here on YouTube. And guess who's back? If you haven't watched previous videos, please watch the previous videos and like them up. I want to get the views, I want to get the likes, but here we go. Look who's back. Middle linebacker number 1, our man, our captain, Donald Payne, is back from injury. Hopefully comes back with a vengeance, comes out, gets some sacks, gets some interceptions. Here we go. Into week 11 against the Texans at home. But first, weekly award goes to Robert Griffin and Darren Bates, AFC Offensive and Defensive Players of the Week. RG3, Darren Bates. RG had 336, 3 passing touchdowns, 7 carries, 27 yards, 1 rushing touchdown. Darren Bates had 13 tackles, 1 sack, and a forced fumble. Let's get right into week 11 against the Texans. Still at a 70 overall. Houston Texans at a 69. The best 3 are Jonah Williams, left tackle, Chris Hogan, wide receiver, and Virgil Green, tight end. Our 3 remain the same. Let's get into it. At home. Okay, the first guy's up on the board. Chris Hogan, 450 and 3 touchdowns to 390 and 2 touchdowns against Demarcus Robinson. Virgil Green, 343, 3 touchdowns. So more touchdowns than CJ Uzomah. Let's get right on into the game. First play, rushed by RG3. Chris Ivory, big man Ivory. And they stop us early. First drive is a failure. Jadon Mickens, wide receiver, is their punt returner. There we go. Nate Ebner, free safety. Mike Glennon is their quarterback. Javorius Allen is their running back. There's Jadon Mickens. And we hold them for their first drive. Chris Ivory, 0 yards. You almost never see that. Then he follows it up with a 7. CJ Uzomah, first reception of the game for him. He's always making plays, always getting right into it. Come on, Robert. And a sack by Avery Moss, left end. So we have to punt. Punts it down at the 4-yard line. Great punt there. Javorius Allen barely running. Let's stop him. What a sack. Robert Kimdichie, first sack since we traded for him. So he's making big plays. Kevin White last week, this week, Robert Kimdichie starting off right with Demarcus Robinson as well. Ross Perschbacher, all of a sudden penalties for almost every offensive player and an interception, Eric Harris. So now they are on our side of the field, almost in the red zone. RG3 posts big games, player of the week, and then follows it up with interceptions. Bad performances. We got to turn that around. We hold him, though, to 3 points. Aldrich Rosas. Kevin White, there we go. On target to Kevin White. We got to get him involved early and often. When we're behind, we got to get the passing game working. There we go, Demarcus Robinson. So as I've been talking about, at least, especially last episode, the number 1 spot goes flip-flop back and forth between Demarcus Robinson and Kevin White. Who will prevail the number 1 at the end of the season? There we go. Picking it up. Third down. First down now. 21-yard line in their red zone. Can we do it? Dwayne Harris making his statement like normal. Dontrell Hilliard in the game. We've been flipping around. Yeah, see Sean Culkin in the game. Here we go. First and goal. Bradley Sowell. Dontrell Hilliard rushing touchdown, not Chris Ivory once again. So 2 games in a row where Chris Ivory is not the first one with a touchdown. And like I was saying a little bit earlier, we have been passing the ball around to some other people that we haven't been getting involved in the game in a while, and we've been running the ball with Dontrell Hilliard and Jeremy Langford. So we're getting the ball around. That's awesome. Equanimeous St. Brown has not seen the field since we traded for Kevin White, but hopefully he gets involved too. Another sack by that Avery Moss. Kevin White, though, we picked it up. First down again. So we're up by 4 points, 7-3 here. Maybe something happened to Chris Ivory? Wow, 5-yard rush by Kevin White, getting him in the rushing game. There we go, CJ Uzomah. Here we go at the 11-yard line. Red zone alert. Oh, penalty against Avery Moss. Come on, 6-yard line. We got this. Another touchdown. Oh, Anthony. CJ Uzomah, we picked it up 1-yard line. Chris Ivory coming in the game. Just talking about how he hasn't had a touchdown. There we go. He's on the board. Chris Ivory. Dontrell Hilliard, 2 touchdowns on the day so far. 14-3 at home against the Texans, and they're hurting themselves with these penalties. 2nd and long. Another penalty. 3rd and 10. And he throws it away. Mike Glennon. Not off to a good start in this one. So we're down 1 minute, or we're down to 1 minute and 47 seconds left. Can we go down, drive, and get another touchdown? No, Chris Ivory was actually hurt this time. Oh no. Maybe that's why we had Dontrell Hilliard in the game early, because Chris Ivory is kind of feeling it. Oh man. So we're going to have to find out. If that's a long-term injury for Chris Ivory, we're going to have to find out who we can put in. Jeremy Langford or Dontrell Hilliard to pick up a bulk of the carries. And Kevin Johnson, just when I think things are kind of getting depressing here. We had a drive going. Chris Ivory gets hurt. Don't know what to do. Punt the ball off. Kevin Johnson comes away. I'm pretty sure that is his 2nd interception. Hasn't had one since one of the first 2 weeks. So here we go. At the 6-yard line. And Kevin White, touchdown. I think he has surpassed Demarcus Robinson. What do you guys think in the comment section below? Kevin White, number 1 wide receiver, or Demarcus Robinson? I think Kevin White is past him now. Surmounted him. There we go. 15 seconds left. Stopped him again. 21-3. Now we have Jeremy Langford in the game. They get the ball back to start the second half. Incomplete pass. Mike Glennon not doing too well. Oh, J.J. Nelson. Chris Hogan makes his first appearance. At least I think so. There's Virgil Green, their top tight end. Chris Hogan again. Now they're driving. They're driving. Oh, Rodney Gunter, our right end hurt. So that means Dayton Jones going to come in and get a big boy sack. Nope, they're still driving though. Mike Glennon running the ball. Who would ever thought? And they are just running it up the gut. Mike Glennon, big ostrich boy, running the ball. And Javorius Allen comes away with the touchdown. 10-21. So we could not stop him at all that drive. Aldrick Rosas with the kicks for them. CJ Uzomah. Dontrell Hilliard. Okay, so we're passing the workload around now. Neither of them have come away with good yards, so we're just going to pass the ball around. Javorius Allen. 3rd and 10. Mike Glennon. Cannot trust him on 3rd down and long. They only punt 35 yards. Wow. We got good field position to go back down the field and score. Ooh, man. Our running game does not look good without Chris Ivory. Maybe have to check the free agency if Chris Ivory's injury is long-term. Kevin Johnson. There we go. Dontrell Hilliard picks it up. Jeremy Langford. So we're doing a 1-2 punch now. 1-2 combination here. Dontrell Hilliard. CJ Uzomah. Big smiley. There we go. End of the 3rd, into the 4th. Up by 11. And incomplete pass. That's all right. We got trusty Josh Lambo. Hopefully he's trusty enough. Fake field goal. We are the king of fake 4th downs. 8-yard line. Here we go. Robert Griffin running the ball. 7-yard line. CJ Uzomah at the 1. Who's going to burst into the end zone? Will it be RG3, Jeremy Langford, or Dontrell Hilliard? Or are we going to pass? RG3, 2nd rushing touchdown of the year for him. Going for back-to-back player of the week. Incomplete pass. Mike Glennon is not a very trustworthy. There we go. Nate Hairston. Incomplete pass. Like I was saying, Mike Glennon, not very trustworthy. They might want to look at putting somebody else at starting quarterback for them. Pretty sure it just said 4th down, but that's all right. They somehow got it. J.J. Nelson. That's a speed boy. Oh, Josh Oliver makes his first appearance. Tight end. Backup tight end for them. Now they're driving in our red zone. Javorius Allen. Shane Ray sack. Oh, man. Come on. Let's stop him here. Stop him. Oh. Virgil Green, touchdown. 17-28. Down by 11 still. 3 minutes to go. They did an onside kick, and we recovered it. Kevin White recovered it. Great job, Kevin. Playing special teams, too. Ooh, pass blocked, or pass knocked away. So here we go. We give them the opportunity to come back here. We haven't been able to stop them the past couple drives. So Jaden Mickens catching the ball. Interception, Darren Bates. So it doesn't matter Donald Payne came back. Darren Bates still showing out as our second middle linebacker on our team. Jeremy Langford. And we have to punt. That's all right. 1 minute, 51 seconds. They have to come back and score 11 points. Can they do it? Robert Kimdichie, another sack here. Jaden Mickens, they pick it up, though. They're driving now. Even though we sacked them. There we go. Mike Glennon. Mike Glennon again. Incomplete pass. Inaccuracy, quarterback-wise. They cannot get it. But they do. 54-yard field goal is pretty good. They're going to do another onside kick. And we recovered it again. Jeremy Langford this time. Playing special teams. And we kneel the ball. Game is over. We have locked it down. 28-20 against the Houston Texans at home. A great show. But is our captain, Chris Ivory, running back, hurt long term? And will we look for another running back? Or will we stick with our guys? Let's check these stats out, though. So not a very good passer or quarterback rating for RG. 1 pass, touchdown, and an interception for him. 161 yards, but he did get a rushing touchdown on the day. Chris Ivory got a rushing touchdown, but it was injured. Dontrell Hilliard, a rushing touchdown for him as well, 35 yards. So it looks like he would be our number 1 if Ivory long-term injury is the case. CJ Uzama doing CJ Uzama things. Kevin White, another touchdown, back-to-back week. Or I think that's 3 touchdowns now. Demarcus Robinson barely showing up on the field. Dwayne Harris, a measly 5 yards. And 2 backup tight ends also making an appearance in the game. But no Equinemius St. Brown, which kind of stinks. Kevin Johnson, Darren Bates lead the team in tackles. It doesn't look like we put Donald Payne in for a full game. That's all right. We continue to rest him. If we get into the playoffs, we'll have him. Big boy middle linebacker. Robert Kimdichie led the team 2 sacks today. And Shane Ray, I think that's the most sacks we've ever gotten in a game. 3 total sacks. And our interceptions, Kevin Johnson and Darren Bates. I will meet you guys back at the main screen and we will check out Chris Ivory's condition. Okay, so we got 2 upgrades before we check out Chris Ivory's condition. BJ Goodson and Jermon Bushrod. I'm pretty sure he's a backup left tackle, but get an upgrade for him. So here we go. Let's go check out the injury report and see if there's good news or if there's bad news. No injury, it says. That could be good. Oh, that's great news. Sweet. So there was a little bit of an injury scare there with Chris Ivory. He didn't come back the rest of the game, but he is not seen to have a long-term injury, so that's good. Okay, on to next week, Week 12 against the Rams at their home stadium. Okay, before we get into Week 12, I am going to make the switch Kevin White into spot number 1 on our team. If you don't think that's a good decision, please comment below. If you do, please leave a like if you think that is a good decision. So Demarcus Robinson at 2, Dwayne Harris at 3, Equinemius St. Brown at 4. He has not made a mark in 3 or 4 weeks. So I hope he makes a big play and gets into the game. But here we go against the Rams, both 6-4. Played against the Seahawks, who absolutely demolished us early on. Let's see if the Rams are a top caliber team like that. They are 68 overall, so less than us. They have Tristan Hill, defensive tackle, Tyler Croft, tight end, and Mike Pennell Jr., defensive tackle. We have the same three big boys. Let's get right into it. Okay, CJ Uzomah, 5'17", 1 touchdown. Tyler Croft has 3 touchdowns but less yards. Demarcus Robinson is not as good as Jeremy Curley. It's a cool wide receiver to have. Haven't heard about him in a long time in the NFL, so that's pretty great for them. Ooh, it's a night game on the West Coast for us, and we're going to get the ball first. Now, there's not your typical quarterback to start out. Some guy named Clayton Thorson. If you know who he is, please comment below. I have no idea who he is. Interesting to see a new character, a new guy at quarterback. Let's get right on into it, though. Clayton Thorson, let's see what that man can do behind the helm for the Rams offense. Chris Ivory starting off the game. So the injury wasn't as scary as we thought. Chris Ivory going to hold his position down. Connor Williams, what the heck, buddy? Okay, Chris Ivory, nice pass to him. Second and long, Demarcus Robinson, 2 early catches for him. So we flip-flopped him. Kevin White, number 1. Demarcus, number 2. Demarcus coming alive. CJ Uzomah, always getting involved in the first drive, it seems. Here we go. Red zone time. Chris Ivory. RG3 has made 2 big plays, and Andrew Brown, right end for them, gets injured. That might be good for our run game. RG3, here we go. 3rd and long in their red zone. 3rd and 8, anyways. Chris Ivory with the catch, so he's making big plays, even though he was injured last week. At the 3, can we do it? Start off the game with a touchdown drive. At the 1, Dwayne Harris, 9th touchdown on the year from the slot. Speedy Dwayne Harris. Starting the game off, Travion Williams with a kick return. There he is, Clayton Thorson. If you know who he is, please comment below. Marcus Wheaton, their wide receiver. 4th and 4. So we stopped him early on. Chris Ivory. 3rd and 9. And pass knocked away by Marcus Sherrills. And Marcus Sherrills was the punt returner too. It's pretty cool. Orleans Darkwa, maybe their starting running back. Looks like he is starting running back for them. Tyler Croft, tight end, getting involved. Orleans Darkwa. Travion Williams, -3 yards. Here we go. 3rd and 10. Let's stop him. Hold him to a field goal. And we don't. At the 5-yard line, Tyler Croft, big catch for him. There we go. Play some red zone D. But we cannot stop him. Jeremy Curley with the touchdown. Their number 1 wide receiver. Brandon McManus, their kicker. There we go. 3rd and 1. RG3. We can't make our quarterback our lead running back, though. Our lead rushing yard leader. Dwayne Harris out of the slot. Maybe a big day for him. Already has a touchdown. Maybe they can't guard the slots. Dwayne Harris would have a big day. Kamal Ishmael knocks the ball away, but we are in field goal range. Come on, Josh. There we go. Field goal is good. 10-7. Ball goes back to them. Travion Williams. So they have a 1-2 combo at running back. Travion Williams and Orleans Darkwa. Marcus Wheaton comes into the game. Probably their 2nd wide receiver on the depth chart. Let's stop them. Ooh, their run game's pretty good with the combo. Wow. Orleans Darkwa. There we go. Shane Ray. 4th and 3. And they go back and score a field goal. So tit for tat so far. 10-10. 2 minutes, 52 seconds in the second. Here we go. So I think Chris Ivory kind of ailing his injury a little bit because, ooh, there's a sack for Correa. But as we have seen so far, Dontrell Hilliard's coming in the game more than usual. So I think he might still be dealing with an injury. Chris Ivory there. There we go. Darren Bates knocked away. And we stopped them. So pretty similar so far. We score a touchdown, they score a touchdown. We get a field goal, they get a field goal. We stop them, they stop us. 3rd and 7. We do not pick it up. 1 minute left. Can they put a 1 minute drive together? They only have one timeout, though, so they kind of use those. Eric Saubert, backup tight end, with a catch. Nice job, Nate Hairston. 3rd and 3. Oh, did he pick it up? Clayton Thorson. He did not pick it up. 30 seconds left with 2 timeouts. Can we get down and score a field goal? Come on, 2nd and 10. Pass knocked away by John Bostic. Dwayne Harris. Did we pick it up? 4th and 1. Nope. Went for the punt, so the Rams will get the ball to start the second half. Marcus Sherrills, their cornerback, with the kick return and the punt returns. They have a running back by committee there. Jeremy Curley picks up the 3rd down conversion. Clayton Thorson. Never seen this guy before. Going to have to do my research on him after this game. Hakeem Butler comes into the game. Did they pick that up? Yes, they did. Hakeem Butler again. So they have a lot of offensive weapons that they're using. 2 running backs, couple tight ends. A penalty against them. Oh, another penalty. Wow, penalty against the running back. That's interesting. 3rd and 3, did they pick it up? Yes, they did. They're in our red zone. We have to stop them here. There we go. Orleans Darkwell, a lot of couple yard gains and then negative yards and penalties for him. Oh, we cannot stop him at the 2-yard line. Clayton Thorson runs it in for a touchdown. So a guy I've never even heard of before, putting the team on the back and putting the Rams in the lead early on here in the second half. Chris Ivory coming back in the game. Maybe we had to give him the second quarter off for him to get his stamina back up. He's back in the game, but that doesn't even help us. Hakeem Butler. Wow, Orleans Darkwell. Great running back for them. But like I said, he does a lot of big yard gains and then loses yards. That wasn't a first down, though. 4th and 1. So they are not the gambling team like we are. We have gone for it on 4th down countless times this year, and it's worked out a lot for us. Chris Ivory, though, you never see negative yards for Chris Ivory. So I think there is something wrong there. Oh, wow, we gave him good field position to start out this drive. There we go. Shane Ray, another sack. We are getting the sacks up now at the second half of the season. Hakeem Butler catches the ball, 4th and 1. And they do not go for it again, so they are not a gambling team. Dwayne Harris, way to start off the drive. RG3. And a sack, another one by Correa, I believe. Penalty against offense, come on, guys. There we go, we picked it up. We picked it up. There we go, Demarcus Robinson. Where's Kevin White at? Dwayne Harrison. Demarcus Robinson showing up big in this one. Demarcus Robinson again at the 9-yard line. We are driving to tie the ball game up. Chris Ivory, another negative run. Here we go. 3rd and 3. Demarcus Robinson. There we go. 1st and goal. Come on. 2-yard line. Let's just punch it up the middle. Chris Ivory. Doesn't even matter if he has an injury. Tied the ball game up. 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Hakeem Butler, they're starting it off right. We have to stop them. 17-17. Donald Payne making his first appearance since coming back from injury. Rodney Gunter with a sack. Haven't seen his name very much this year. I think he got injured last week, but now he's back. Here we go. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Time to put the ball game in our hands. Gotta win the game here. Start off with a bad run. Oh, and then why do we do that? Why do we do that? We just set ourselves up for a bad spot there. Why do we run on 2nd and long? Okay, Travion. 2 minute 2-minute drill for them. They have the ball in their hands. Tyler Croft, they pick it up, first down for them. Now they're going to go on a drive here. Oh, incomplete pass. There we go. Let's stop them. Incomplete pass. 3rd and 10. Here we go. This is for all the... come on. Let's stop them. Jeremy Curley, screw you, man. Oh, no. They're in field goal range. We got to use timeouts now. Yes, let's stop them. Hold them to a field goal, D. No! Dang it. They're going to win here. Son of a gun. Oh, man. I don't like when that happens. Dang. They're going to get it. Oh, they settled for the field goal, so 30 seconds left. Can we get in field goal range? Can we do it? Against the Bengals, we came back and did a great drive to tie the game going to overtime. This is not looking like the same kind of momentum. We have to go for it on 4th down here. Can we do it? No, and we lose the dang game. Ball in our hands. So Clayton Thorson, a guy that I've never seen before, leads the Rams to a victory against us. Wow. Not a good performance in the second half for us. Finished with 94 rating, 1 touchdown, no interceptions for RG3. A touchdown for Chris Ivory, but not the normal rushing performance. 38 yards and 30 yards for RG3. Negative yards for Jeremy Langford. Passing, Dwayne Harris, 89 and a touchdown. That cements him, I'm pretty sure, at 9 touchdowns on the year. Demarcus Robinson, 5 for 45. Chris Ivory. CJ Uzama, not his normal game either. Only 1 reception, and Kevin White, 1 reception. Blocking, any sacks allowed? Joe Barksdale allowed 2 sacks. That man. Against that Correa. Total tackles. Here we go. Darren Bates. Nate Ebner. Sacks. Rodney Gunter with 1. Shane Ray and Robert Kimdichie. Half sacks. No interceptions on the day. So there we go. I will meet you guys at the main screen, and we're going to wrap the video up. So, that wasn't the performance that I was looking for after coming off a great victory against the Texans. We have some upgrades after that, though. Clayton Fedulum, going to be up to a 71. Deion Kane, Shandon Sullivan, and Kenneth Acker. So, 4 upgrades, only 4. We're going to get on right into Week 13 against the 49ers. Another West Coast game for us East Coast boys in Baltimore. Hopefully, that is not a bad luck charm for us going over to the West Coast. But X Factor quarterback? We'll have to just see in next episode. X Factor quarterback. What does that mean? I will catch you guys on the next one. Please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, share with your friends. It's been your boy, Sleek. Peace.